had titanic struggles and some seismic shocks on the opening day of the 2025 HSBC BWF World Tour. And we're expecting more of the same on day 2 as we complete the first round matches. Welcome to the Malaysia Open here in Kuala Lumpur. The Axiata Arena are home until finals day on Sunday. And our thanks to Izyaraf Hafizin, Malaysian national player, for bringing on the HSBC World Tour Finals trophy. Might be playing in it one day, who knows? Well, here's our lineup, beginning with a men's singles. Frenchman Toma Junior Popov attempting to beat current All-England champion Jonatan Christie for the first time at the 5th attempt. Then it's mixed doubles. Taberlin and Boy start big underdogs against the number 7 seeds Cheng and Jung from China. More men's action to follow, and an intriguing clash between the evergreen Ng Ka Long and the Chinese Wong Hong Yan, who took down the Super 1000 event on home soil in September. Doubles to follow. The two Kims look to have it all to do against Olympic silver medalists Liang and Wang. And then it's women's doubles. Kim and Kong, fresh from winning their first World Tour title in November, facing 7th seeds Yong Na Ting and Yong Pui Lam of Hong Kong, China. 5 more matches to follow in the company of Jill Clark and Steen Pedersen. Wang Tzu Wei against Anders Antonsen, the 2nd seed. Looks to be a potential thriller, but there's something for everyone on day 2 on our show call. Well, here's the men's singles draw. This is the 3rd quarter, so to speak, and we are concentrating initially on that bottom match. Toma Junior Popov against the number 3 seed, Jonatan Christie from Indonesia. My name's Trevor Harris. Alongside me, delighted to have Jeff Toe again. And Jeff, all 5 matches in our first session yesterday went the distance, and I suspect we could be in for more of the same today. What do you think? Yeah, well, if history is a predictor of what's going to happen today, we've got a lot of three game matches on our hands this morning. Here come the players then for our opening tussle. Toma Junior Popov leading out ahead of Jonatan Christie. And I mentioned in my introduction that this is the 5th meeting between these two, and Christie has won all of the previous 4. So that man on your screen has a real job to do if he's to break that hoodoo here this morning. Just gone 9 AM local time in Kuala Lumpur. Still ranked inside the top 20, Popov. Almost as high, actually, as he's ever been. Christie ranked 3rd in the world. 3 of those 4 matches have gone the distance, however. Most recently, as you can see there, the Olympics. In fact, that's the China Open, but they played at the Olympics as well, round of 16, where Christie won in 3 games. So they have been quite close at these previous meetings, albeit the Frenchman has never quite got across the line. Of course, Popov comes from a serious badminton family. His father, Thomas, senior, former national player, now his coach. And of course he plays doubles with his brother Christo, younger brother. Ranked at 19 now, he was 1 spot higher in October. Huge man, 6'5". Won a European Championship silver medal last year. Just won the 1 World Tour title at Super 300 level. That was the Spain Masters back in 2021. Of course, he was part of that historic final against his brother at the Hilo Open just last November, which Christo won. And on the other side of the net, 27-year-old Jonatan Christie from Indonesia, who has been as high as 2 in the world back in January of 2023. Been around a long time, pulled up to the national team as a 15-year-old. part of the Indonesia lineup that won the Thomas Cup 5 years ago. Didn't have the Olympics he wanted, lost out in the group stage, but of course that blow was softened when he became a dad in the summer. And his big moment was last year in Birmingham when he won his first Super 1000 title. The All England was a magic week for him. Mohamed Rusli of Malaysia is the chair umpire here. And that's Amparo Mecca of Spain, who will be in the service judges' chair.
Ready to play.
Just get the sense, Jeff, we might be in for some long and energy-sapping rallies, certainly early on.
Yeah, I think the start is going to be really important. And the last time that they played, the last two times, sorry, Toma Junior Popov won the first game against Christie, and Christie had to come back after being one game down. So interesting to see how Christie will start this morning.
There's Thomas Senior, left of your screen. Toma Junior, who never does anything in a hurry, I think it's fair to say, between points. Stand by then for the umpire introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Toma Junior Popov, France. And on my left, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia. Toma Junior Popov to serve, level, play.
A lot of Christie fans in here this morning. We had an excellent crowd yesterday, actually, on day one. Considering obviously it's a work day here in Malaysia and a very early start. Early statement of intent from the Indonesian. One feature that we saw yesterday, Jeff, a lot of errors of judgment by players, letting shuttles drop on or inside the back line.
Yeah, we saw a lot of misjudgments, and I think it just goes to show that the playing conditions out there aren't the easiest. Based on the drift yesterday, if the drift is the same, Jonatan Christie will be playing with the drift here, so harder to hit to the rear court without hitting it out the back. I think something that Toma Junior's really improved in his game is his ability to sustain a longer rally and kind of play the corners. I feel like previously it was more about getting the attack. With his tall stature, I think he can play a lot more in the rallies now.
3, 2.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It was almost like death or glory badminton he used to play. And obviously when you're 6'5" and such a powerful man, that jump smash is a really potent weapon. But he certainly added variety to his game in the last couple of years. Just missed. Oh no, he got it. Although Popov is challenging. First impression was that might have gone wide of the line, but Hawkeye in play early. Each man has 2 challenges per game. If they're right, they keep it. This was called in, and very quickly the Frenchman raised his arm, saying he wanted to use the technology to check it. Let's see. Yeah, I got the impression it was wide, and it was by a distance too.
Correction out. 4-2. Blink.
Well, that was well in.
Service over. 3-4.
But again, Popov showing his durability, even though he lost the point, but he stayed in the rally. Excellent lift in the middle of it before that error of judgment. Excellent defence from Christie that set up the winner.
As soon as Christie sees Popov taking that net quite low, he's really early into that. Really well read.
That one was wide.
Service over. 5-4. Oh. 6-4.
Half a chance that for Christie.
Bit unlucky for a string to break right at that time on that smash to the body.
Yes, inopportune. So just the start that Popov would have wanted here. It's the man he's never beaten. Nice angle. Oh, terrific from Popov. Probably the best shot he's played. Really good hands to create the angle.
Yeah, Popov looking really agile today. Being such a tall athlete, sometimes it is quite difficult to twist and turn quickly, but he's looking very, very nimble, very quick.
Nine, 4. Well,
almost permanent applause at the moment coming from his father, seated at courtside. That's a great shot too, and that's a 7-point lead at the mid-game interval. Popov making a lightning start here in this first round match. Plenty of food for thought for the world number 3.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Play.
Again, that landed well inside the back line. The thing with Christie is he is the type of player well capable of rattling off 5, 6, 7 points in quick succession. So even though the lead's still a healthy one, Popov taking anything for granted here.
Service over. 12-6.
Popov is doing a really good job at kind of making his court very small. What I mean by that is he's kind of pushing all of his net shots a little bit further back, making Christie hit through him or try to pass him. He, being so tall, he can easily cut some of those off, apply some pressure. Have a look there. Oh, that's a great shot from Christie. You see that net shot beforehand that Popov hits. He's not trying to play too tight. He's trying to bring the court, make the court a bit smaller by playing that shuttle in to the court a little bit, but Christie was all over that one. And just there, that return of serve. We don't see that too commonly where that return of serve is so far from the net. Look at this return of serve. It's pushing back into the service box, basically. He's trying to bait Christie to try to push past him and he can cut that one off.
Seven.
Well, I've seen a few uncharacteristic errors, unforced errors from the Indonesian this match so far. One reason why he's a mile behind on the scoreboard. And you wonder at 16-7 whether what's going through Christie's mind is maybe a little bit of energy conservation. Have the advantage of the drift in the second game.
17-7.
A quick opening game to here, though. Only 12 minutes to this point.
that lift there. Just so flat, too short. The position that Popov is hitting that is well in front of that double service line.
19-7.
11 points since the mid-game break. Christie's only won 3 of them. Not going to win that one either.
20 game point 7.
13 game points for Popov. I don't think too many would have predicted that scenario, even with the advantage of the drift.
4. Service over. 8-20.
Caught the line, and that'll be that in the opening game. 21-8, almost in the blink of an eye in favour of the Frenchman. Just 13 minutes. Remember, he's never beaten Jonatan Christie. He's given himself a great chance here. He leads 1 game to love.
Кошки jako изтъпва коло на филето, движи първото, без се силиш на това, само го избутва от мрежата и не мисля това ръката. Карата няма изразително така ще си в тайминга на движението, в тайминга. Едно отпред, едно отзад, едно отпред, едно отзад, едно отпред, едно отзад. Защото като го играеш 2 пъти в един също.
Yep.
Много самотно начало трябва да се бориш. Точка по точка. Една, втора, трета, това е чипата, това е позитива. Чуйте, много добре. Това е. Таймингът е супер удар. Скочи си хубаво тук, обаче може да си лепиш парата, не е проблем. Тази стара ти е перфектна. Много добре играеш. Много добре играеш. Много добре играеш. Е така. Чуйте.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Jonatan Christie. Jonatan Christie. Your backhander. Second game. Level. Play.
So Popov getting game 2 underway. Fascinating to see whether,
Service over.
now he doesn't have the drift in his favour, how much of a difference that makes. Do you think Christie's been a little surprised, Jeff, the way that Popov came at him in that first game?
I think that he knew that he would come out pretty guns blazing, I would say, Christie, and I think that he was a little bit slow to start himself, but it'll be interesting to see how he feels on this side of the court now.
Well, that was red rag to a ball. Popov mid-court. They don't come back generally. Just a fraction long.
Service over. 3-1.
It's nice.
Terrific play from Christie. Completely in control of that rally, almost from start to finish.
Yeah, great rally here from Christie, and this is what we need to see more from him. He needs to draw Popov into the deep corners first, but get enough height, get it behind him. Don't let him cut it off. And then he can start working him around the court and find the gaps. Hopefully it'll be a bit easier for him this game because he should be playing against the drift a bit, so easier to find that back line.
Five, 1.
Now Popov finding it a little bit more difficult to control the shots now. It's such a good follow-up though.
Service over. 2-5.
Well, that was the definition of wrong-footed. Really did the splits there, Toma Jr.
And just please let the court.
Tried to go to his right, and his left foot was going the other way. Nasty, actually.
Thank you, Language. Service over. 3-6. Service over. 7-4.
Now you see Christie here, even though he is in a defensive position, he's just able to control the shuttle a lot more, get more depth and height on his backcourt shots. So even when Popov is attacking, it's not quite as deadly. And he's able to block into the open court and then find attacking opportunities himself. Really about getting that good height and length like this.
8-4. Service over. 5-8.
Sharp again from Popov in that rally.
Yeah, these mid-court shots here, really short swing. We don't see many of the men's singles players also playing men's doubles, basically, other than the Popov brothers, really, at the highest level. So could be some transfer of skills and technique.
Players, before the court. 6.
Do you think that's a disadvantage in terms of their singles progression, Jeff, that they play so many doubles matches together?
I think it's a double-sided sword, because you could say, hey, look, you have habits from singles that come into the doubles that aren't quite double specific, and then vice versa.
Thank you.
But as long as you're able to switch between them, and they've been playing doubles and singles for such a long time, so I think they have a really good ability to switch in between. And of course, there's the fatigue aspect as well. They've got double the amount of matches that they play. But at the same time, if you're looking at focusing on a certain game style like Toma Junior Popov here, where it's kind of mid-court, it's pushing those net shots further back, it's jumping out and cutting off the shots, I think it's definitely transferable.
Couldn't have placed that any better.
9-6.
See here how much easier it is now for Christie to get good length on his lifts.
Yeah, and Popov struggling as much with his judgment as Christie was in the opening game. Nicely set up.
10-6.
Trevor, even though we were talking about yesterday's matches, and we had 5 3-game matches in a row, and then followed by another 3 in the next session, so 8 in a row on court 1. I think that's a telltale sign that one side is a lot easier or harder to play than the other.
Toma Junior Popov challengers call in.
So Hawkeye being asked the question, only for the second time actually in this match. Called in, and that's going to stack.
Challenge is unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 11-6. Interval.
Juga buang-buangnya gak enak. Saya dia retak. Aku tadi buang-buang.
Înțeleg ce scărcă, o gănesc și te ghitrnira pe.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
И след това тръгни на
Court
трябва да
1,
видиш. Няма
20
начин,
seconds.
трябва да спираш да играш, да трети да играш. Давай. Просто на първите ти удара малко по-малко избуто от мрък. Ай, Томи, ай. Няма лесна работа.
Well, Thomas Senior barking out instructions to his son. So he's in a bit of a hole here in this second game.
Play.
That's a good start, though.
7-11.
I think Toma Junior Popov in this second half of the second game, I think he's going to come out a little bit guns blazing. Not in that he's going to hit everything hard, but I think he's going to keep everything quite flat. He's going to try to put pressure in the flat game, flat pushes here and there. Keep everything down, especially from the rear court. Like this, I think this is what he's going to go for. And this is where the doubles skills can be transferable. Look how short his swing is here in this mid-court. Here, and then here, and then here. He's just so ready. I think that's definitely something that's advantageous from the doubles game, because in doubles, you just don't have time for a long swing. dropped in.
It has.
9,
Still
11.
finding it very difficult to judge whether that shuttle's going to drop inside or beyond the back line.
Christie needs to be really aware that Popov's just playing such a flat game and please take a step forward, see if he can block it to the net, open up the court again.
It's wide, and that ends a little run of 4 straight points for the Frenchman.
9.
Make Christie feel considerably better.
Thank you, line judge.
По-добре от тук да се концентрираш, караш 10 точки, колкото цял сет да играеш. Задръж го малко по-активно отпред и той е готов, да знаеш. Ай. Една пълна точките ще ги направиш, дай мойте. Ай.
Well, everyone's entitled to a little bit of good fortune, and when you hit the shuttle as hard as Popov does, I think he might get a few more net cords than most.
Service over. 13, 10. Line judge.
Особено сега в момента, когато той е в акция и прави грешки. Не му диги удобни пера в момента. Ай.
Thank you.
Стани го издика, не му диги удобни пера сега. Дай това, чай. Ай, команд към и команд.
It's a missed opportunity, I think, for Popov there.
10.
It's a dangerous tactic, isn't it, trying to flick a man of 6'5", but as you say, got away with it.
Service over. Line judge.
Nice angle here from
11,
Popov.
14.
Takes the speed out a little bit, but such good accuracy. It's coming down so steeply as he's slicing across the shuttle there.
That's a very cute angle. May have got a little good
12,
fortune as well,
14.
but the top shot nonetheless.
Yeah, played to perfection here, but that's so early, such a short swing once again. That's definitely more of a doubles trait, that shot.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, Toma. Berempat.
Топка ракета пред теб, свиш краката и до софт центъра тръж бързо напред. Команд, команд.
Well, things are a lot tighter than they were just a few minutes ago. He had 14-10, did Christie. And Popov now within just a point. Well, it's excellent play from Christie, but Popov made him work very hard for that point.
A great choice to take speed out here from Christie. I think Popov was waiting for that hard push towards the body. And Christie made Popov move that full length of the court.
Come on, Tony, come on.
Late decision, but the right one.
It's really good awareness here from Jonatan Christie after this shot. He knows that Popov is coming hard to the body once again. He's ready to take that one down, that below net level. There's not much time for Popov to think about that. It's just reaction, and with the drift, it's so easy to hit that out the back.
Inside the line again.
17-13.
Nice angle there that opened up the court, and then again, some misjudgment here from Popov. Just with that drift, just slows the flight of the shuttle at the end, allowing that one to drop well in at the back line there.
Thank you, Rangers.
Pity from Christie's point of view, because he showed some great improvisation in the middle of that rally. That was the shot. We practice those too often. Still, even though he went long eventually, with a comfortable enough cushion, you would think, as we get towards the conclusion of this second game.
I think those higher shots to the backcourt really hold up in the drift there. The flatter ones still tend to fly quite quickly and go out the back, but the higher ones, Toma Jr. still struggling a little bit to judge.
So that easy winner brings up 6 game points for Jonatan Christie to level the match. Well, surprising miss. I guess if you're going to make an error like that, do it when you're 6 game points down rather than in the decider. But that's what we're going to have now, a 1-game shootout. 1-1.
Panjang sekali ya. Jangan kamu udah posisi depan dorong apa kamu panjang, kamu tekan apa dia ngontrolnya enak banget. Terus saat kamu nyerang langsung mah enggak ada lanjutannya, ada follow up-nya. Kalau kamu udah nyerang ada follow up-nya, jangan sekali berhenti yang start awalnya panjang megang ya, jangan panjang. Saat kamu udah nyerang udah lanjutin ya, itu
Това не е важно. Това е концентрирай се. Само тук нататък матчът започва 0-0 нов матч. Шулите? Ай, 0-0 нов матч. Всяка точка се бориш. Стъпваш, ще усетиш, аута ще го усетиш, не е проблем. Въпросът е да се огледаш, стъпваш, ще удариш. И вече има форма, където е да има ритъм в играта. Е това. Може.
depannya ini terus saat kamu nyerang ada follow-nya kelanjutannya ya. Ya, siap ya.
20 seconds. Count 1, 20 seconds. Final game. Love all. Play.
So Popov with the advantage, the drift, in the first part of this decider. Of course, they will change ends after the mid-game break.
One love.
Yeah, so psychologically, Popov needs to try to get ahead as far as he can into the mid-game interval here, because he knows how hard it is to play on the other side of the court where Jonatan Christie is starting. I think the difficult thing for the Popov camp is that I think Christie is caught on to the game plan. He's caught on to that mid-court driving, fast play. He's a lot more aware now.
Well, it's half a chance. He missed it by a margin in the end.
Service over. 1-all.
Ooh, that's a bonus for Popov.
1.
Yeah, really unfortunate here from Christie. That one there, he read that so well, that flat push. He was able to cut that off and set up this shot that he should have put away.
Three, one. Four, one.
Again, problems that far end of the court as we look in terms of judgment. It was a very late decision from Christie. In the end, a bit of a gimme for Popov. That's sluggish. Oh no, he's put it wide. Thought he made it.
5-1.
Right shot, just fractionally wrong execution. Just the start that the Frenchman would have wanted in the decider, with the end advantage, trying to give himself as big a buffer as possible coming out after the mid-game break.
Six, one.
Christie's lost a little bit of confidence now after making several unforced errors. Now, he's not dictating as much as letting Junior dictate the play a lot more. That's the difficult thing, is because when you start making unforced errors yourself, then you think to yourself, I've got to keep the shuttle in more, and then when you do that, you probably slow down a bit. Your shot quality is not as good because you're going for more safer shots, and then if the opponent like Popov is able to take advantage of that, then all of a sudden you're under more pressure. So it's a fine balance between not going for too much, but still keeping the intensity, keeping the speed and shot quality.
6 straight points for Popov. There's another one, and another soft one too.
7-1.
Now, even though Christie is going on to the better end on the second half of this third game, he's got to stay within reach, because if it's too far away, it's also a huge mental battle to think of how many points he's got to scrape back and come back from.
Well, Popov certainly keeping up his end of the bargain. Literally only played for 3 or 4 minutes in this decider, and there is a cavernous lead on the scoreboard here for Toma Junior. Well, Christie needed that. He needed something just to stop the rot. 8 points in a row he lost for this man.
Thank you, Rangers. Okay, thank you.
Well, he'll be very pleased with what he's seen so far. Toma Junior's father, but still a long way to go, even with a 5-point lead. And the Christie fans have got their voices back inside the arena here. Well, that was a chance. Not even sure he had to hit the line there. I don't think Popov was getting there. On the wrong side.
He's definitely had the opportunity to be a lot closer into the scoreboard in the first half of this third game. Just quite a few unforced errors creeping in, especially on the attack.
Service over. 5-9.
I think even if Christie could get out of this like 11-7 or something like that, certainly 11-8, he'd take it with the advantage of end after the switch. Well, he's challenging.
Jonatan Christie.
Not sure how much confidence there is behind that, but we're going to find out in a minute through Hawkeye. Called in.
It might have been a more frustrated challenge than anything else. I think that was pretty well in.
Can't remember a tournament where we've seen so many errors of judgment. Both yesterday and today. Here it is. And that challenge is going to work.
Wow. I stand corrected.
Well, massive swing that. Difference between 9-6 and 10-5. And actually now, this represents a pretty good comeback from Christie, having been 8-1 down. 5 of the last 6 points.
Better from Christie here. See this high clear here. I'm happy to see that from him. Not always trying to force it, because if you're trying to force it too much and Popov is in a good position, he can add really quick angles because of his height. Give him a little bit more time under the shuttle. It's a little bit less dangerous, provided it is still deep enough, of course. But really good for Christie here to get within a couple of points, and if he can stay within a few mid-game interval, that'd be advantageous for him.
Well, no question that was going to go long.
8-9.
Well, amazing that he's on terms. 8-1 down he was. And what must be going through Popov's head at the moment? Look to have a real grip on this decider, not now.
That's a missed opportunity there from Christie. Set that up really well. It was so high from Popov there. Christie just pushed that just a little bit wide.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, but he may not be too despondent at only being 2 points behind at the mid-game break. It's going to be a fascinating conclusion for this men's singles.
Веднага го отоства ракетата на мид-тура и го отоства ръката. Чули как? Защото той ще тантира плоски, четвърта трансфера. Няма да удобни пара вече, край. Фанеш и горе на мрежата, не го дигай перото. Оп, върти просто и го чакай да може да дигай. Айде. Ако една ще ти дава.
Toma Junior, your backhand go. Toma.
As I say, Popov never does much in a hurry. Now he wants the mop on the court. Just making Christie wait.
Thank you. Eleven 9.
Well, the mid-game break is a minute. I reckon this has been more like 3. Anyhow, finally we're ready.
4. 7, 10, 11.
This is nice play from Jonatan Christie, using that rear court and then drawing Popov to the net with a tight net shot. Popov difficult to control on the lift.
And again, he's made a mistake, Popov, as that drops in.
Just in this rally here, Christie just using a little bit more height. Now he's got the advantage and ends. Such good depth on that.
I mean, a lot of these he's leaving, they're not even on the line, they're inside the line. Just think it gets to a point where he's got to make a decision. Okay, at least play them. You're going to have the odd one where you play it where it would have been long, but he's scored so many points in that fashion.
Yeah, on this outside of the court, I think you just hit everything unless you're 110% sure it's out. And yes, you'll hit maybe 3, 4, or 5 that you could have left, but that's going to keep you in the points.
13-12.
Meanwhile, a couple of loose shots from Christie.
Toma Junior.
It's turning into something of a topsy-turvy decider. In general, you would back Christie to come out on top in that game. Too much angle. No, he got it. Well, it's being challenged. But my instinct, Jeff, was that was wide.
Yeah, I think that was wide as well.
And in such a tight match, such small margins, these kind of things can make all the difference. Well wide of the sideline. You can hear the excitement in Toma Senior's voice, urging his son on the coach's chair. Well, that is a massive bonus to Popov because Christie set that up beautifully, did the hard part, and then missed by what his standards was a very easy put away. I think you needed that point, Christie. Gap gets to 3. As you get kind of vaguely towards the finish line, there's a lot of scoreboard pressure going on.
Definitely, even though he does have, quote-unquote, the better end. Yeah, third game and it's getting away from you. Psychologically, it's very difficult still.
Just cramped him up a little bit. I think he's expecting that, Christie. And Popov is holding himself together really well. The latter stages here.
Christie needs to be a lot more aware of these mid-court flat shots. He should know that they're definitely coming from Popov. Popov's not going to lift it unless he really needs to, or just as a variation. The majority of his shots are going to be flat and coming downwards, so he needs to step up. He needs to take that front and mid-court away from Popov. Yeah, much better point from Christie here. A lot more patient when lifting, giving it a bit more height, but he's ready forward. And Now he has these opportunities to open up the court and attack. Christie needs to be willing to play these length of rallies. No easy points, but keep that discipline. Wait for those opportunities like he did then.
I think it's going to be nip and tuck all the way to the line here. A lot of tension out there, a lot of pressure. And not that either of them will be thinking about this at all, but there's a lot of money on the line as well. Top prize this week, 6 figures. Super 1000 event. Well, that time it was a good leave from the Frenchman.
17-16.
Well, some brilliant defence from Christie in that rally. It really was. Because Popov looked a massive favourite at one stage in that exchange. Christie hung tough.
For the Indonesian fans out there, 2 of the 3 times between these two players when it has gone to this third game, it has gone to the extra points, and Christie has won both times when it has gotten to 20 all.
And that is the kind of thing that players, rather like elephants, they don't forget. So much psychology involved. It's not just about the technique here. There's a big, big mental side of this. Been on court now for an hour and 5 minutes. They are locked at 17 all in the decider. Christie serving. Went for the flicker.
You get that back with that quality.
Wow. It's incredible, isn't it? The last 2 points, when you were watching the rally, the first one, Popov looked all over the winner and didn't win it. And then, in that instance, the flicker from Christie, and somehow Popov got it back and won the point.
Thank you.
Every point now is crucial, but for Popov here, if he could get himself a 2-point lead, suddenly looks cavernous. Remember, he led 8-1 at one stage. Christie came right back at him. And it's been just a point or 2 in it since then. Oh, that was a little timid from Christie. That was a bit of a snatch. And now there is scoreboard pressure. Popov, remember, has lost all 4 previous matches against Jonatan Christie. Look, I have a better chance of ending that little jinx. Nearly got it back.
There's a couple of shots that Christie just scraped back as well.
Yeah, one that cleared the net by a millimetre, I think. Doesn't matter though. No pictures on the scoreboard, only numbers. And they are close again.
No delay.
Well, he did everything he could. Certainly can't criticise Popov's effort. But Christie stayed really concentrated in that rally. All clutch points now.
Now, it doesn't matter what side you're on. It's about grinding. It's just about so mentally strong.
Well, it was 11-9 at the interval in Popov's favour, and since then, there's never been more than a couple of points in it.
Thank you.
Here we go then, 19 all. Christie serving.
Play now.
Neither of them want to come with it, I don't think. So maybe we can get a draw out of this. Ooh. That was a half chance for Popov, I think. It's a little bit of bluff and double bluff with that serve.
Yeah, Christie is so ready for that quick push onto the body. That's really clutch.
Match point, Christie. Only one.
Oh. No challenge?
Well, I was going to say, it can't have been close if he's not challenging. Because anything in the vicinity of that back line, he'd have his arm raised straight away. You can bet your bottom dollar if it was called in that Popov was challenged. It's a certainty.
Great lift from there, though.
Oh, it's gone wide. What a miss, and what a chance now for Popov.
It's a great net, but how did Popov lift this so deep when it was a net cord?
So, having saved a match point, the Frenchman now has one of his own. And in his own sweet time.
Toma. Play.
We might be here a while.
Yes, such a quick, fast, flat exchange here. Christie finally getting the initiative so that Toma had to lift up to him.
Thank you, Linus.
So where's Christie going to go with the serve this time? Got away with the last one, rather.
Oh.
Christie's net play has been absolutely sensational at times, you've got to say. Such an imposing figure on the other side of the net. He's got great hands, great imagination. And now he's got a great chance of progressing. Match point number 2 for the Indonesian. Popov kept his cool.
A little bit of hesitation there, Christie, on that previous shot. Don't think it really paid that much of a difference though, but did make him give away the initiative slightly. And we're so used to seeing Popov playing just hard and fast from this end of the court.
You hear the urgency in his father's voice.
Toma Junior. Toma Junior.
Very lenient, the umpire, and finally he's going to have a word, and there's the card. I don't think the Frenchman can have too many complaints about that. He won't really care about it.
Play.
Well, it's a great pick-up initially by Christie, but the pressure was just too great to bear, and here is a second chance for Popov to get over the line. On we go.
Better point here from Christie. I think he does need to take the speed out there, make Toma Jr. lift and open up the court more. It's a really tense situation, so it is easy just to kind of drive and push fast, but I think he does need to open up the court, make Toma Jr. play. Oh, what he hit the shuttle back though.
Well, this is really controversial. That's what Christie would say to him.
If you're not ready, then you let the shuttle drop and then it's a let, but he hit the shuttle back.
Because if Christie hadn't then played it, Popov would have claimed the point, wouldn't he? And this, they seem to be okay about it, both of them, but got to be careful doing that. And he does take a long, long time to get ready, Popov. But that Could be a crucial mistake from Christie.
23. Language.
So that one there where he doesn't really have the advantage, he doesn't have the initiative. Does he have the guts to kind of just play that soft, open up the court, play the rally again instead of trying to go for the quicker, easier shot, hoping to win the point in less shots?
Yeah. I wonder if Popov just stay patient here and hope to get the error from Christie. Third match point for the Frenchman. So much tension. Can Popov get it done this time? Yes, he can't. He was going to leave it, but he didn't. It would have been very close to that line. Guess he couldn't take the chance, and Christie able to capitalise. Went through his mind. He had a look at the sideline, didn't he?
Thank you.
Well, since we got to 20 all, I think the men with the mops have been on the court more than the players. What price golden point here? We get to 29 all. Went for the flicker last time, Christie. I think Popov has definitely got Christie in two minds when he's serving to him.
Because he's so hard to flick against, but at the same time he's coming forward so quickly and putting pressure on the return to serve.
Match point number 4 for Popov. Christie's had 2.
Oh,
what a struggle, what a winner, and what a match, and what a celebration. Popov gets over the line. He beats Christie for the first time in his career at the 5th attempt. And it's gone 26-24 in the decider. Christie performed a near miracle just to keep that rally alive and force Popov to play the winner, but play it he did. What a point, Jeff.
yeah, what a good attacking shot to start and follow up. Finish off with a backhand smash.
21-8, 14-21, 26-24.
Christie slipped a little bit there. Not sure he would have got it back anyway, but when he tried to push off here, I know he didn't, but excellent intensity from Popov here. See how much it means to him.
So Popov wins 21-8, 14-21, 26-24, 81 minutes the match time. Well, a warm welcome back to the Malaysia Open. It's day 2. Everyone having a grand old time at the Axiata Arena. Opened back in 1998. They renovated it in 2017. And after that lengthy opener, we've reached our first mixed doubles match of the day. Brings together Robin Tabeling of the Netherlands, along with the Dane Alexandra Boyd. And they're facing Cheng Ding and Kim Chi of China, the number 7 seed.